Visiting home when you live abroad is bittersweet. It's a reminder you now belong to two places, yet fully to neither. I lived in Asia for 3 years, but every time I come back home to the States, I'm struck by the same mix of feelings. There's comfort, but also guilt. Some things are exactly how I remember them, but others have changed. These visits make me question, is a life abroad worth the cost? Home still feels familiar, but not in the way I thought it would. Little things I used to never think twice about now feel strange, like driving a car on the right side of the road, standing in line to order coffee and hearing accents that sound just like my own, paying in a currency I no longer keep in my wallet. Being back makes me realize I've changed and I've gotten used to a different way of life. Just got to the beach on the 4th. It's super packed, kind of windy, but really, really beautiful weather.
Step on a crab.
Hello. So a quick update on the return back home to the States tour that I'm doing this summer. So I just came from California. I was there for a friend's wedding, and I'm now on the East Coast, currently in Cape Cod, enjoying the beaches, the nice weather, and it's been interesting being back to the States because I think every time that I come back, I have a little bit of reverse culture shock because you just get accustomed to living in a different place, and Singapore is so different from so many parts of the US. I think this trip in particular has been interesting because I've really just appreciated being able to spend time with friends and family. And I think the older I get, the more I realize just the importance of that and having your community and your connections so close by. There's something that's just really special about that, and while I've been lucky enough to find a really amazing community in Singapore, it's not quite the same as having your own family and having friends that you've known for a really long time. And so, yeah, it's just been really nice being back home, being able to catch up with friends that I haven't seen in a really long time, spending time with family. And so I might be changing my mind about this international chapter, even though it's been amazing. It might be coming to a close soon. I'm also reading a book that is super fitting, which is called The Expatriates by Janice Y.K. Lee. This book has now been made into a TV series, and so that is actually how I first heard about it. But this was at a book sale that I went to, and so I figured I would get it to have as a beach read. It's interesting because the story is based in Hong Kong, but there are so many parallels to what the expat experience or the stereotypical expat experience is like in Singapore. The book is told from the perspective of 3 different women, and they're all expats from different backgrounds and how they experience being an expat differently because of those backgrounds. So it's been a really interesting read. I think the themes about the level of privilege that expats receive compared to locals is something that is very striking, and that has always been really top of mind for me in my time in Singapore. And honestly, just even the term, oh my God, it's like a lot of waves. But But yeah, even the term expat in itself, right? It's like, why aren't you just called immigrants? Anyways, I will wrap this up. Just trying to do more visual diaries, I guess you can call it, where I'm sharing kind of how I'm feeling, what I'm thinking about in different moments. I know.
Is this a camera? Yes. That is so cool.
It's like a mini vlogging camera.
Teeny. Yeah. Literally teeny. I
Goes
thought
in
it
your
was just
pocket.
the tripod. I was like, where's the camera?
Learn how to make potato Get a little bite of everything. I have never tasted something like that before. Well, PB&J, cream ranch, right? I feel like I'm in like Princess Diaries. I love the like sweet and salty with the popcorn.
Getting to spend a couple of weeks on the East Coast with my friends and family was so special, and I'm grateful to have had this rejuvenating chapter in my living abroad journey at a time when I really needed it.
He's really close to the shore.
I always feel a bit torn when I'm back home. I love spending time with my friends and family, but it also makes me feel guilty about living so far away and not getting to see them more often. Missing out on those small moments that make up our lives. It makes me wonder if I've made the right choice to live abroad. Living abroad has broadened my perspective in so many ways, and I'm so thankful for this journey I've been able to go on. If there's one thing I know, it's that moving across the world has only emphasized the importance of home, both the one I've created in Singapore and the one back here in the States I can always return to.